How's it going, everybody? This is Chase from Project Today. And welcome to Laredo, Texas. It is officially time for Project Today and our beautiful box truck to cross the border into Mexico. I arrived here in Laredo last night so that I could get here early, cross the border right at 9 a.m., right when they open, hopefully to avoid the crowds and make the process a little bit easier. But man, it's finally time, and I have a pit in my stomach. I wouldn't say that I'm scared, but I'm just anxious, apprehensive. I don't know what's going to happen, not only in the road trip in general, but even right now, crossing the border. But more than anything, despite the pit in my stomach and the butterflies inside of me, I am very, very excited to finally be doing this. First things first, we have to get the truck through an x-ray machine, and then I'm gonna go inside and get some paperwork done so I can drive the truck around legally in Mexico. Woo! Like I said, a little nervous, super excited. I hope nothing happens. I hope we don't have any problems. Let's get into it. All right, we have got our paperwork done, completed. I am now driving through Mexico legally, which is very important. The whole process was super simple, super easy. I didn't get stopped through the x-ray machine. Nobody even wanted to check inside the van, which is not what I expected. And then the paperwork was a super simple process. And now the actual journey, the actual adventure, the actual road trip begins. It is time to start driving through Mexico. Ugh, how insane is that? I've been thinking about this trip for a while, and I finally get to start doing it. Insane. Our first destination, the first big city we're going to be driving through today, is going to be Monterrey. Let's get on the road. Let's do it. First road trip through Mexico. Woo! I don't know why I grabbed the paperwork. I'm not gonna be like driving with this. I don't know why I grabbed it. All right, we are stopping for lunch in Monterrey, Mexico, and I have to say, the trip so far has absolutely surprised me, astounded me, astonished me, whatever word you want to use. I've been blown away by the scenery, by how beautiful this trip has already been so far. I knew that when I was coming to Mexico, I was driving into a very, very beautiful country with lots of amazing things to see, but I didn't think that it was already going to be this spectacular. But I've just been absolutely loving the trip so far. I mean, seeing all the signs that are fully in Spanish, listening to music that's entirely in Spanish. I love becoming a part of that type of culture. I think it's been really, really cool, and it's amazing to feel free. Yeah, that's what it is about the trip so far. I just love that I am able to be free. Right. That was my first time getting gas in Mexico. And I should say that I didn't really even get my own gas for the first time in Mexico, because in Mexico, people fill it up for you. You're actually not allowed to fill up your own gas. So that was my first time doing that, where basically I just handed it off to an attendant and he filled up the gas for me. I hope every time that I get it done, it's as easy and the guy is as nice as that guy. It's so different, but I love it. I love it. We're at another toll booth. These are very, very frequent and very, very expensive.
Gracias, muchas gracias.
In Mexico, there are two types of roads. You have the Libre road and the Quota road. Libre literally translates to free in English, and those are the free roads. You can drive on those without paying a toll, totally free. Whereas the Quota costs money. They're toll roads, but in return, because you have to pay for them, they're usually a lot safer, in much better condition, and usually can get you to where you need to go pretty fast. And going into this trip, especially here on this first road trip, the first giant road trip, I'm going to try and stay on the quotas. They cost money, but at least they are a lot safer and in much better condition, and I think that that's worth it. I think so far I've driven about 400 miles and I've paid between $30 and $40 in tolls, but I have heard that there are fewer tolls as they get closer to the final destination in Yucatan. So let's hope that's true. I will keep you all posted. San Luis Potosi. Woo! We are in San Luis Potosi, and I found my parking spot for the night on iOverlander, which I'll say one more time, it is a great resource for everybody who is trying to van life through either the States or Mexico or both, like us. So definitely a resource that you should definitely try and use if you are van lifing. Van lifing? I don't know if you say van lifing. Living the van life? Van lifing? I don't know. But I just got helped by a super nice parking attendant. This is a free spot as long as I don't stay more than 48 hours, which I don't plan on doing. Super, super safe. There's security 24 hours of the day. It's gated. It feels really great. And for a free spot, there isn't much more that you can really ask for. I got here just as the sun was starting to set, and now it's time to find a plan for dinner and then just kind of chill, relax for the rest of the night. One other cool thing about this spot, as if it wasn't already cool enough, is that there's actually a pretty good restaurant inside. It's an all-you-can-eat Mexican buffet. I saw a couple pretty good reviews about it online, so I think I'm gonna go give it a shot. This will be my first authentic Mexican food, of course. Today was my first day in Mexico. I think this is the perfect way to end a long road trip. It's also pretty dark outside already, so I kind of don't want to cook. This is gonna be embarrassing.
Uno de esos, por favor. Arroz y también los vegetales, por favor. Y entonces creo que quiero tratar uno de esos. El chicharrón, sí, quesadilla de chicharrón. ¿Quieres? Sí. Muchas gracias.
All right. Well, after that dinner, there's only one thing that I have to say. La comida fue deliciosa. Este lugar donde estoy estacionado es seguro. Hay personas amables que trabajan aquí. En general, es un lugar muy bien. That is my Spanish, everybody. I hope it was okay. Anybody who speaks Spanish or is learning Spanish, feel free to comment in the comment section down below what they think about it, if they have any recommendations for me. I hope you can forgive if I have lost a little bit of my accent and if my tenses and my vocabulary are sometimes a little off. I haven't studied Spanish in 5 years. I used to be fluent at it. In sophomore year of high school was my peak in terms of Spanish, and I've since just gone downhill because I haven't studied. But man, I ate way too much food. I drank this stuff that was just watermelon agua. Agua? I was like a mix between agua and water. I was drinking this amazing watermelon water, or agua de sandia, and man, I love it. Today was a great first day of road tripping through Mexico. I've really enjoyed pretty much the entire trip so far. Yeah, that's all I can say, but I'm pretty tired. And I'm going to sleep like a freaking baby tonight, which is super exciting. Man, today was a great first day of road tripping. Super exciting. Hopefully it's a great omen for the rest of my trip down here in Mexico. Loving it so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well, and I hope tomorrow is just as great as today was. But for now, I'm going to go to sleep. Adios y hasta mañana. Good morning, everybody. Last night was a great night. It was way cooler than it's been most of the road trip through states like Texas and New Mexico. A lot less humid since I'm right in the middle of Mexico. And I gotta say, I slept great. It was wonderful. And I just woke up this morning with that sense of excitement again. You know, I woke up and I was like, wow, I'm in Mexico. My first morning waking up in Mexico. And I loved that feeling. I'm currently in San Luis Potosi. I'm going to be driving through Geretaro, and then I'm going to be driving around Mexico City into Puebla, and then I'm going to end the day in Córdoba, Mexico. Super exciting day. I woke up in Mexico. Let's get into the mood. The elevation of Mexico City is like 7,500 feet or something like that. And I know we don't measure in feet here in Mexico. We're a meter country now. But still, it's up there. And yeah, the truck is definitely paying the price for that right now. All right, we are now in Geretaro, Mexico. Feel pretty good about how I'm pronouncing that. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, for sure. And I must say, this is a beautiful, beautiful city. I'm only driving through it right now for this part of the road trip, but I definitely think it's one of those places that, as I'm driving through, I'm thinking to myself that I really can't wait to come back here and visit this at a later point in the future. But for today, I'm just gonna stop here and make a super simple lunch, a PB&J. I might be in Mexico, I might be alone in the truck, but some things never change. PB&J all day! Now I say that, I must say, I'm going to, and I'm very excited to, start cooking new and different things in the future while I'm here in Mexico. My goal is to just learn all kinds of recipes and meals that I never would have even tried cooking before in the States. So I will start cooking different things, and I promise that I'm super excited to start cooking different things. But anyways, after that lunch, it's time to keep driving. We're gonna go through Puebla, another massive city in Mexico, and then on to Cordoba, where we'll hopefully get before the sun goes down. Yay for traffic! Woo! I've been hit with so much traffic today that my time of arrival, my estimated time of arrival on just Maps, the Maps app, has gone from 7 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. Yeah, on this road trip, I'm trying not to drive at night through Mexico. I've heard that that's something that you should definitely try to avoid. We'll see if I'm going to make it all the way or if I'm going to stop closer and, you know, play it safe, I guess. Not drive at night, just do a longer drive tomorrow, wake up early and make sure I can knock it out and get to that spot before it gets dark out. But after waiting in traffic for another hour, I decided to play it safe, only go to Puebla, Mexico instead of Cordoba, and by the time the sun was starting to set, I was in the town that I tried to make it to. It was kind of sketchy, not the nicest town, but they won't always be. And hey, at least they have dogs. Lots of dogs. All right, we are in the backup parking spot. I did make it before the sun went down ultimately, which is great. A little sad that I didn't get to push on all the way to Cordoba. It does mean that the road trips in the next video are going to be much, much longer, which is not fun. And I have to say, the biggest surprise yet about traveling through Mexico, it's just something that has blown my mind, honestly. And it's honestly how nothing has been what I thought it would be. And I know that doesn't make any sense, so I'll try to break that down here a little bit. But really, I came into this expecting to have problems at the border crossing. I expected to be on terrible roads with awful road conditions and crazy drivers. I've heard tons of stories about that. I expected to get harassed by the police or by toll booths down here in Mexico. I expected to have to like pay a bribe to a police officer at some point. I expected all of that going into this trip. But here we are. It's been 2 days and none of those things have happened. And in fact, it's been entirely the opposite. All of the people that I've talked to have been incredibly nice and kind and genuine to me. It's been honestly really, really great. It's the best way to be surprised, of course. I came into it with all of these, you know, bad expectations and none of them happened, and in fact just everybody has been so nice and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it so far. I hope that this can carry on. I hope I'm not jinxing myself for the next couple legs of this road trip, but I've just been really enjoying the road trip so far, and a lot of great things have happened that I didn't expect to happen. Grateful to be doing this. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so looking forward to everything that is yet to come in this giant adventure in Mexico. I'm just so happy. I believe that it's shining through here in this video and in all of the things that I'm filming so far. Man, I am just super happy, super grateful. Thank you to all of you for supporting me as I'm doing this trip so far. If you're still here, be sure to subscribe to the channel down below so you don't miss part number 2. All of this was going to be one video, but I'm filming a lot more and doing a lot more than I thought I would, so splitting it up into 2 videos. So this next part is going to hopefully be me going from here and road tripping all the way to the final destination of Bacalar, Quintana Roo, Mexico. So again, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that upload. Make sure you drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it or liked watching me go through this road trip at all. Drop a comment down below talking about my Spanish, talking about the road trip, whatever you want to talk about, comment it down below. I promise I will respond. And with that, I will see you all in part 2 of this giant Mexico road trip. See you then.